All right, y'all, we're gonna start with our warm-up block. We're gonna start with planking ankle rock. So we're gonna go tennis side here. We're gonna push our hands through the floor, push that toe through the floor, and drive back, rocking through that ankle. Come up onto the tiptoes, driving back through. Our goal here is to not stick the butt way up to the sky. We're just trying to flex through that foot. So pull through the foot, push from the foot. Tennis side here, tennis side the other way. From there, we're gonna make small circles after our 10 rocks. Just kind of getting that ankle mobilized, all different directions. Tennis side there. So planking rocks, planking circles, 10 rotations each way. From there, we're going to go the sideline pretzel stretch. So we're going to be on our side here. We're going to be 90-90 with our knees. We're going to lay down. We're going to try to grab our our bottom knee, our bottom leg, our top arm, and our top leg with our bottom arm. We're going to roll over to get the shoulder kind of tucked in the floor and then open up. Open those hips, rotate the shoulders through, looking overhead. Breathing, flexing over, and rotating. If you can try to relax that head as best we can, go for it, but kind of tricky. So both sides, remember, top arm here, grabs your bottom leg, holds this guy down, and open up the shoulder. Try to keep a good amount of pressure on this front foot here. Rotating your shoulder blade to open all this stuff up. You should get a nice pull across that midline. Pretzel stretch. From there, we're going to work on our supine figure 4. So we're going to have you laying on your back. We're going to be crossing one foot over the other, keeping our head down to the floor. Grab the knee, pull it through. We're going to plant, feed it through, and grab. We're going to try to find that stretch down the outside of that hip by T-band. We're going to try, as we switch, to not pick our head and neck up. Try to keep that nice and smooth. Use your groin, your abs to lift and pull. Try your best to get a little bit of lift on that tailbone as we pull up and through. Getting your A side here, taking our time, breathe and pull. Really make sure that head doesn't crane forward. That's going to disrupt things. All right, next thing. We're going to go with lying hamstring swings. So we're going to be on our back here. We're going to come up and tap. Pull them up and tap. Just raising and lowering. Trying to keep that front heel down, the calf down. 10 both sides. Tap. Trying to make sure that the back of the down leg is driving through that floor. 10 there. Make sure that we isolate that top part. We squeeze that glute and quad real strong. All right, from here, we're going to do our Spider-Mans. This one we're going to try to do it stationary. So what we'll look for is keeping the hips low as we transition again. So step through it, reach the right arm, reach the left arm. Try not to sway as much as we can. Then we're going to push the floor and hip height. When we hip height, we're just pulling this toe up, this right side up, and then we're planting back down, switching. Reach the arm up tall, reach the arm up tall, and hike it up through. We're going to do floor side there. Reach. Hike. That's a really great exercise to get pretty good, great full body stretch. It's the T-spine moving. Gets your hips stretched out good, and opens up your chest. So a lot of good stuff there. Next one we're going to work on is our hip circles. So we're going to put one hand, or both hands on the floor to start. Here we're going to arch the back, round the back, find neutral. One hand here and make hip circles. So kick the opposite side of this hand, up, out, and around. And we're going to use that hand kind of as feedback to feel if we're wobbling around. So plant the hand, tighten that core, kick up, rotate around. Kick up, rotate around. Trying your best to not let that back and those ribs open up to get a little range of motion. So we're really trying to keep that core tight as we come around. And that was harder because I was on one side. next one, we're going to lay on our back. We're going to grab one knee up to our chest. We're going to tuck our chin, plant our head on the floor. Pull this knee as far up as we can. We want to get a little bit of maybe a little pinch here in that hip flexor. Okay, couple breaths. Let's let those muscles relax. Then we're just going to drive through. My emphasis for me is pushing my knee away from me as I pull this knee up and through. So the head's down. We're going to drive the bottom knee away as we pull our top knee up to our chin. We're not going to get a lot of motion here, but we are going to get a significant amount of glute activation. If you feel it in the hamstring, walk your foot in, stretch it out, try to push from the glute a little bit better. Tighten up that core, making sure that we are not trying to use our lower back in any way to lift. Once again, short ranges of motion. Don't worry about getting as high as you can. You're not going to be able to get there. That's the point of that drill. All right, from here we're going to go reverse lunges. We're going to put the hands behind the head like we're being arrested again. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Drop and rotate. Plant, drop, and rotate. We're going to do 10 aside here. I'm not, but you are. Big thing with this is keeping this knee rotating with your shoulders. Try not to pull your head down. Try to have as much looseness in the shoulders as we can as we twist through, using our belly for that. All right. So from here, we're going to go into a nice low deep squat. Press the knees out. Hold that. One breath. And we're going to stand through. Driving those knees apart. Drive, 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 drive. Knees apart. Squat and hold it. Pushing through. Breathing. We're going to give me 6 of those. Squat, squat, squat. Tight core. Breathe and hold. Okay, that is our warm-up block. Next we have next we have mobility. Hey guys, our next block is going to be our mobility circuit. We have 3 exercises. We're going to focus first on our T-spine. We're going to be in a side lying position. We're going to stack our knees up, preferably around 90 degrees if possible. We're going to use our bottom arm as a pillow. From here, we're going to just reach this arm forward. I want a good shoulder turn and then a big rotation up diagonally. A lot of times we go right over the top like this in that T shape. Today we're going to match this top arm, shall we? Come over, diagonal reach, and then same deal, coming on down. And that big stretch through your back as you can plant that front shoulder. That'd be awesome. Our goal here is to go 6 aside. Big reach. And gradually letting our neck try to relax. Keep our eyes on this thumb. Roll over. And roll over. You're going to give me 6 aside there. Take your time with your breathing, making sure that you're getting that full range of motion and you're not letting the shoulder rotate upwards, okay? Breathing through. Always focus on your breathing. From here, we're going to do tall kneeling flexion. So, same deal. We're going to be engaging our core. We're going to be nice and tall. We're going to lace those fingers up behind our head. We're going to keep these guys tight as we rotate the T-spine as far as we can without letting the hips shoot back, without letting the back bend. And then we're going to flex our oblique. This mid-range here. Turn, flex. Turn, 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 turn. Flex through. Turn, turn, turn. Flex through. We really want to try to not shift our butt back as we bring this oblique down. Staying tall, we're not yanking our head down. Nice and smooth. Turn, turn, turn. Flex, flex, flex. We're working on just trying to keep that tall posture as we rotate. Our last mobility drill is going to be a hip drill. We're going to be lying on our back. It'll be very similar to the warm-up drill we just did. We're going to have both feet down in that bridge position. We're gonna have the hands up, we're gonna march. We're gonna bridge first, and then we're gonna march, pulling this up, actively seeing how far we can drive this knee up. Before we were pulling it. First now we're gonna drive through and march. We're gonna actively try to keep those hips up as we pull through. I'm looking for a good knee drive across the knee a little bit. So instead of being straight up and down like yay, giving me a little bit of an up and then a twist. Once again, we will bridge with both feet, and then we will march and activate the core as we rotate that knee across the body. Trying to use, not having those hips wiggle left to right. That's our main goal. Create a little bit of internal rotation from that hip as we come up. All right, that is your mobility block. We're going to do each one of those exercises 2 times through, 1 minute. All right, guys, our next block is going to be core. We have two round blocks. Let's get after it. The first 2 are going to be Russian twists and high prone taps. So for the Russian twist, I'm going to have you seated on your butt. We're going to make sure that we keep our eyes on the ceiling. We're going to rotate around a stable core. So what we're looking for is this. Seat, knees up as still as you can. Rotate. I like to go big, long reaches. The more distance we can cover with these arms, the more core activation stability we're going to have to do, the more stress we're going to put on that core. So as we reach long, try to avoid rounding over. We want to be up tall as we rotate around our stable core. Extra flexion through the back is going to hurt that, so we want to make sure we're using our belly to create that movement. That's going to be the first one. The next one, the high prone taps. Regular old push-up position. Hips are flat. Strong 1 leg, strong 2 legs. And from here, we're just going to widen our feet slightly, maybe shoulder width. Reach from one side of plank and hold it. Plank and hold it. Plank and hold it. Making sure we're not shaking, we're breathing strong, we're not teetering over left to right. From there, we're going to go toe touches. So we're going to be lying on our back. Our feet straight up to the ceiling. Hands up. Tap those toes. Make sure that we're not cranking our neck forward first. We're going to lift with our core. Come on down. I want your thought process in your head to be the head is the last thing to come off the ground. We're going to go 10 of those. Should be feeling that pretty quick for those cores if we're activating correctly. From there, our last one on the block is going to be side planks. So we're going to hold each side plank for 30 seconds. Nice and tall, elbow driven through the floor, feet stacked. I want your hips nice and tall. None of this drooping nonsense. And if I was to look down from a top angle, my head, my hip, and my feet be one straight line. Like this. That side plank position. Not like that. So make sure we drive those hips forward. So we're in a nice straight plank position. So to recap the core, we have two rounds. The first round is Russian twist and high prone taps. So push up shoulders. And do 2 rounds of each of those for 10 to 12 reps. After that, you have your toe touches, laying on your back with the feet straight up in the air. Tapping, tapping, tapping. 10 reps there. 2 sets. And then your side planks. That one we're going to go for 30 seconds, but each side 2 times. All right. That's your core block. Good luck. All right, guys, next we got our tempo circuit. Our goal for this workout today is the meat of it. We're going to do every one of these exercises every minute on the minute for about 10 minutes. So we have 3 exercises to do at the start of every minute. These 3 exercises are going to be burpees, overhead reverse lunges, and high knees in place. So it's going to be running in place. That's going to be the first block. The second block is going to be side lunges, push-ups, and hollow man holds. So basically on that one, however long you have left on the minute, you're going to hold that one for. So you're really not going to get a lot of rest on that second one. So let's go over those exercises, shall we, guys? So a burpee is just going to be, basically you're going to hop on the floor to a push-up position, do the push-up, hop back up, jump to the sky. Our main thing is we're just trying to brace ourselves with our core. On the way down, get a good plant, a good foot plant, jump to the ceiling. Plant, stick it, push it up, jump through, try to get in that squat position, and leap. Guys, next up on our every minute on the minute, we have 4 reverse lunges. They'll look like this. We'll drop the hands way overhead, step the hip back. Breathing through that core, not letting the front knee twist around, okay? Stay strong through. Do 4 of these. Drop to 90 degrees, not letting the back open up. Staying good and strong, good forward lean as we drop. Oh, and next we have 8 high knees in place. We're going to make sure the knees get up to 90 degrees. We're not craning our neck and back forward to get it going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Next up, we have side lunges. We're going to make sure we're alternating side to side, sitting heavy on that outside leg, driving through, feeling a good stretch through that groin, and pushing through. We're not trying to use your bent knee or your straight leg. Sorry, drive, stick it. Drive, stick it. Get low. Don't pass 90 there if you can. Push through that floor. All right, guys, next we have 6 push-ups. So with the push-ups, strong core, feet about hip width apart, glutes nice and strong, extending through the shoulders. Tight core, shoulders tight, finish through those shoulders. Breathe on the way up, keep everything strong. No weird back stuff there, okay? The core tight, breathe on the way up. All right, guys, our last one for this block is going to be hollow man hold. You're going to do this for the last whatever time you have left on those minutes. So we're going to be laying on our back. The core is going to be sucked through your gut into the floor. Push down, head to the floor as well. Tuck your chin. From here, we're going to extend the arms, extend the legs, only as far as you can while maintaining a nice flat back. If you feel like your legs or your back is arching up, as soon as you reach those legs out, you feel tension there, put your hands beneath the snow. Don't put your hands beneath the snow back. Just don't go as low. Reach the hands and hold. Just going to lock that down for as long as you can until the end of that minute, then we'll start you back up. Don't forget to breathe and use the back of your head to help your core drive through that floor.
For a wall sit, what you're going to do, back against the wall, walk your feet out until your hips and your knees are level, and you're going to sit and hold it. If you want a little more of a challenge, put a weight on your legs. You can have a family member sit on it, put a cat or a dog on your legs, or just hang out here for as long as you can.